On Wednesday night of this week, in synagogues across the world, Jewish people will read the Megillah, which tells the story of Purim, the miraculous rescue of the Jewish people from the hands of a wicked Persian king. When the evildoer Haman plots to kill the Jews, he describes them as a nation that is scattered and spread out. The Talmud teaches that the Jewish people at the time were divided amongst themselves, and that the lesson is that when the forces of good are divided, evil can prevail. But when we come together in unity, together, we can defeat tyrants. Today, we are reliving history, facing a similar time of challenge for America and for Israel. But today, I give you a word of hope. In the next few months, we will bring this country together, first by unifying the Republican Party, and then by reaching out and building a coalition of young people and Hispanics and African Americans and women and blue-collar workers and Jewish voters and Reagan Democrats, which will lead to a commanding victory in November that unifies this country and brings us together. And standing together, America will stand with Israel and defeat radical Islamic terrorism. So what does that mean specifically? Let's start with today's Persian king, the nation of Iran. Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump have said they would maintain this Iranian deal, although Donald has promised he's going to negotiate and get a better deal. Well, my view is very different. On the first day in office, I will rip this catastrophic Iranian nuclear deal to shreds. This agreement gives over $100 billion to the Ayatollah Khamenei, the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism. That dwarfs the $3 billion in military aid we give each year to the nation of Israel. That difference is not just unconscionable, it is fundamentally immoral. And if I am president, on the first day, we will reimpose sanctions on Iran. In a mockery of this Iranian nuclear deal, Iran has continued with missile tests, including launching a missile with the words printed on it in both Hebrew and Farsi: Israel should be wiped from the earth. Hear my words, Ayatollah Khamenei. If I am president and Iran launches a missile test, we will shoot that missile down. And in January 2017, we will have a commander-in-chief who says, under no circumstances will Iran be allowed to acquire nuclear weapons. Either you will shut down your nuclear program, or we will shut it down for you. A year ago, when Prime Minister Netanyahu addressed Congress, I was honored to join the great Elie Wiesel on a panel discussion in the Senate about this disastrous Iranian deal. Not a single Democrat was willing to join Elie Wiesel, to sit alongside someone who witnessed firsthand the horrors of the Holocaust, who brings a moral weight and gravity second to none, was both powerful and humbling. And I am convinced, after this election, the American people will stand and say together, never again means never again. And all of us here understand, as Ronald Reagan did, that peace is achievable only through strength. This is what Israel understands. When you are surrounded by neighbors who would drive you into the sea, somehow you don't have time for political correctness. Weakness is provocative. Appeasement increases the chance of military conflict. Indeed, I believe this Iranian nuclear deal is Munich in 1938, and we risk once again catastrophic consequences to allowing a homicidal maniac to acquire the tools to murder millions. The way to avoid conflict is to stand up to bullies, and it is worth remembering that this same nation, Iran, in 1981, released our hostages the day Ronald Reagan was sworn into office. That is the difference a strong commander-in-chief can make, and together, standing as one, we can and will do it again. Thank you. God bless America, and Am Yisrael Chai!